the thing that I really want to challenge today, which is literally as commonly believed as the earth is round, which earth is round, I'm not trying to negate that, but when Galileo for the first time ever said that actually the earth is round, it's not square, everybody went against him and said, how do you say that? How can you just say such a big statement? But actually that is the truth. And today I'm going to say a very big statement, which might feel actually not as big, but the power of this statement is it will change your life. So I was away, that's why we didn't have a session on Saturday, because I was away on retreat/seminar. It was organized by T. Harv Eker, guys, Millionaire Mind. And oh my God, like the breakthroughs we had, the things we had, it was just out of the world. And I really want to take you on that journey where we start to realize that earning money is really easy. Really easy. So when I say that earning money is really easy, how do you feel? What is your first response? Is your first response, I'm open to explore? Your first response is, I know that it's easy for me. Your first response is, I don't know, I don't think it's easy. What is the first thing? So whenever you say something out loud, your body responds to that. And whatever is the second thought after the affirmation or whatever statement you make is your truth for you. Okay? So when I say earning money is very easy, what comes up for you? This is your reality right now. Okay? You can write in the chat, you can just become aware yourself, because today I really want to change that. I really want to undo that for you. Because once you have that, it's really, really powerful how things change. So the first and the greatest thing what we want to understand is that earning a lot of money or struggling with money is a habit. It has nothing to do with intelligence. It has nothing to do with working hard, because there are so many people who are working really, really, really hard and they're broke. It has nothing to do with how disciplined you are, how many hours you work, none of that. It has nothing to do with what family you come from. Like, of course, if you belong to a rich family, then you have the right programming, but nothing more than that. It's not that you need money to make money. No. So in this weekend, what the breakthrough that I have, because a lot of people there were quite shocked that how come it's lending for you so much? And I was saying, because I teach this myself. So it's literally landing with me at a whole new level. The biggest breakthrough I had was that earning money is super easy, not even easy, super easy. And let's uncover that together. So this is the universe. Like, I don't know yet anybody who is trying to crack the wealth code who didn't struggle with this belief that earning money is hard. Because we have been told this over and over again. You have to work hard. We see so many reels on Instagram, so many things like this person is working 18 hours a day and all of that. And it's so, even if we say, yes, I want to believe that, it can get very challenging. So let's really understand that. So the belief that rich people have is that earning money is easy and money just comes to them all the time. And they just attracted by being who they are. So the first question is, do you have a passive income? Do you have a source of income where you don't do anything and you attract money? Where it's there, money is always coming. If you don't have that, that means you haven't fully fused with the belief that earning money is easy. Now, when I talk about passive income, you might say, oh yeah, I've heard a lot of things. There are so many options out there, but I don't know what to choose. I don't know what is the right one. Maybe it's too risky. But you know what you're telling me? That I still haven't been fully infused with the idea that earning money is easy. Because rich people always have a source of income where money works for them. Where money works for them. So one thing, what I would highly, highly recommend is any income that you attract in your life right now, even if it's a result of working or you get your pension or whatever that is, start to dedicate 10% for your passive income, like to create your income resource. Now, when you start to do it, you will have a lot of resistance. And the reason you'll have resistance is literally because you don't see that you can actually do nothing and receive money. So while I was on the 3-day event, I wasn't doing anything. I was receiving payment notifications constantly. I wasn't doing anything. So the first thing that we really want to break for ourselves, like really want to decide, is I don't need to trade my time. I don't need to be doing something to receive. Earning money is providing value. And you can provide value. You can set something up. You can have let's say you can have your vending machine, which people are just pressing button and buying stuff and you're not even there. Why do you need to be there? So the biggest breakthrough, despite still having passive income, what I had was, and what I saw those people doing was, we always think that there has to be some kind of sacrifice or pain that has to come with money. Like, I have to do something. I have to spare that. I have to sacrifice that. I can't do that. So first thing is, why do you need to be there? Why do you need to sacrifice something? Why do you need to do something? So the one thing what I would love for you to explore, and this will be exploration, of course, setting passive income takes time, like it takes research, it takes time, but explore that. Do I have a source of income where I don't have to lift my finger? If I don't, then I don't think earning money is easy, because I think earning money comes with some kind of sacrifice. So we work for pleasure. This is another belief I would love for you to take. You don't work for money, you work for pleasure. Because sometimes you're like, yeah, I don't want to, if you choose that, you know what, I don't want to work, I'm done, then set up all passive income. But if you're like, no, I want to do something, like with me, I would love to teach this material till the last breath, because this gives me life, like this makes me feel alive. Even if, like, I would do that anyway. So yes, I would love to do that, but doesn't mean that I only receive actively based on what I'm teaching, what I'm doing. So the question, anytime you're looking for income resources, the key is, why do you need to be there? Why do you need to do something? Give yourself a target in 2025 that I will have at least 2 passive income which covers all my expenses. So I don't have to ever work again. It's so easy to do that. There are so many options. The problem is not the option. The problem is the identity. The problem is we don't even believe earning money is easy. So why would we do that? Why would we get our money to work for us? So if you're saying, I don't have any money right now, how can I invest? Whatever money you receive, can you start allocating 10% for passive income? If you receive $1 every month, dedicate 10 pence for passive income and see the power, see how it builds up. There are infinite options. And the other breakthrough that I had was that we say, and we have been told the biggest lie, that rich people love taking risk. Who have heard that? Rich people love taking risk. Complete BS. If rich people love taking risks, there'll be no lawyers, there'll be no accountants, there'll be no people to protect them, because they would love taking risks. They would say, let me throw my money, I'm taking risks. So you don't have to invest in anything with risk. You have to calculate your risk. You have to understand. You can start with like a small thing and it get your money to work for you. So the identity that we want to take for 2025 is, I don't have to lift a finger to cover my expenses. I don't even have to lift my finger. I never work for money. I work for pleasure, if you want to work. And the other thing which I'd really started to look at, I had this belief, That if I'm not doing the thing, if I'm not going through some kind of pain or sacrifice or effort, then I cannot receive, because it won't be of like good quality, or it won't be that level, because I need to put my effort or hard work in that. Why is that? Why do we do that? Why do we get so hard on ourselves? So I went deeper, and I would love for us to check that, why we have that. And what I realized was that when I think I was maybe 13, 14 years old, and I wanted to take some, like, it was for like really younger kids. I wanted to take a course to prepare to go to high school. And I went to my father, and I said to my father, it was literally 10 pounds at that time, 10 pounds. You had to pay 10 pounds. Okay. I said to my father that, can you please give me 10 pounds, because I really want to do this. It will help me get into a really good high school. And I remember the way, like, he screamed at me, the way he said no, the way he said, like, I still remember, like, that feeling that as a child, I felt like I'm not worthy. Like, I have to go through the pain to even get a little bit of money. And you know how it showed up in my life? When I started to have like corporate jobs, anytime I would start a new job with a good pay, I would have a contrast, like somebody would treat me badly. There's like, in order to receive, I have to go through the pain. I have to go through the effort. And this brings an income ceiling wherever you are. So what makes you feel that you are not worthy, and you have to go through sacrifices, you have to go through pain, you have to go through like hard work to receive money? Because earning money is a habit. Success is a habit. It's like some people say, I just sleep early at night because that's my habit. I cannot stay late. Some people say I stay late. I'm a night owl. It's a habit. So the people who are actually programmed to attract a lot of money, it's not that they are so wise and all-knowing. It's just they have that habit because they see themselves differently. So the question is, how can you start allowing yourself to claim that? That means the way it starts to work is like, let's say you take an identity that I never have to lift my finger to receive my income for my expenses. That means you start to feel it, you start to connect with it, and then you jump all in to embody it. And embody means taking action to create it. If that was true what you're saying, how would you act? You would go and create a source of income. So the key here to understand is that you do not have to work. In fact, you don't even have to work. You just have to create value in any shape or form. Create value. Value could be you have a car park, like you just hire a small land for car park. And people are paying to park their car. Why do you need to be there? Why do you need to be there? Did you need to see your face to park their car? No. The value could be you have a laundrette and people are just coming and washing their clothes. Why do you need to be there? It's all automatic. So money comes with creating value, not hustling. We are told a lie. And we cannot change that. So if you say to yourself, okay, I'm really inspired, I'm going to go and look for passive income. If you don't change your identity, it won't work. That's why identity work is so powerful. So what is the identity that you would love to take on, that put your like heart, like, oh my God, life is so worth living when I have that? I would love that when this is my reality. What would you love? Would you love to never have to work ever again? Create that. Would you love to say, no, you know what? I want to work, but I'd rather work and do the things that make me really happy. Okay, that means you don't want to worry about your expenses when you're working. So create that. Money. When it comes to wealth consciousness, there are two sides of the river. People who have a different relationship with money, who see themselves different with money, who have absolute power over money. That means they don't tie money to their worthiness. They don't make it all about them. They just know money comes to them. They create it intentionally. They create income streams. They create the source. They go out and do the research and find and set things up. And every time I would love for you to ask this question, how it gets to be easy for me. How it gets to be easy. It gets to be easy. And then your mind will answer the same question. If you are coming from the belief it has to be hustling, you will hustle. A lot of people hustle. It gets to be easy for me. Let me find the easy way. The more I rest, I have this affirmation which I absolutely love. And because I don't have any block which rejects that, so I love that. The more I rest, the more I make. The more fun I have in my life, the more money I make. So we have been so hard on ourselves that I need to do this. I can't enjoy my life. I can't do this because otherwise money won't come. Money doesn't care. All we need to understand is how can I get my money, put my money to work? If I don't have money, put somebody else's money to work. People do that. It's about all the how, and all the answers will come when you are willing to see the possibilities. When you're willing to see earning money gets to be so easy. Now I'm ready to see. I'm a person who never has to lift a finger to cover my expenses. Now I see that. You have to believe it to see it. So the easiest way I found of believing, because I know there is a huge conversation about believing in the online space, that try it on. Try that belief on. And say, what if that was true for me? How would it feel? If you keep doing that, how would it feel if it was true? How would it feel if it was true? You will start finding the ways. Things, ideas, people will start coming to you. You will bump into somebody who will say, oh, I want to set this up, or are you interested? Yeah. So yes, for passive income or any kind of income, you have to set it up. You have to set it up. But when you have this assumption that it gets to be easy, it gets to be easy. The idea is that we only work when we experience immense pleasure. If it doesn't give us pleasure, we don't even work. You are not born to hustle. Now, the other thing which is really, really important, especially if you want to start your business, is really important to understand is we are told the harder you work, the more you make. The harder you work, the more you make. Absolute lie. And I'm going to prove it to you how, and I'm going to show you how to go around that, why it's not true. What do you need? What exactly works? Why is it that some people make millions and millions in one night? How? In one day? How? And why is it that some people are working so hard that they're getting sick, they can't sleep, and they don't make a lot of money? So first of all, there is no correlation between the harder you work, the more you make. No. What we want to understand is, as a human being, we are artists. Maybe you have never painted, your drawing is not good, doesn't matter. You are an artist, you are a creator. You have some powers to create things. Whether you are really good at creating a book, you are good at creating a talk, you're a good electric engineer, you are good at setting the house. Like, we all have this thing that puts our soul on fire when we do that. And that is our craft. That is our craft. So when we find that, and then we are told the more you work, the more you make, what starts to happen is we start to lose our magic. And we go in the hustle mode. I need to work more. And it's like we lose the whole point of that. It's like if I ask Taylor Swift, who makes literally million in one night, if I ask Taylor Swift, that you have to sing 2 million songs to make a million, or you have to sing 200,000 songs to make a million. Would she be able to do that? No. Because she has this power, this magic, that she does her magic, she does her art, and she makes so much money. Is it hard work? No. It's not hard work. It's her craft, it's her magic. It's come from higher side of her. That is her creative juice. That is her, it's like you cannot put finger on it, but it moves you. You cannot put finger on it, but people put their house on, people sell their house and people remortgage their house to attend her concerts. But you can't put finger on it, like, why is this so good? Because she is in the zone. She is in the zone. She's not working hard. She's not hustling hard. She is in the zone. And that only happens when we go from the place of joy, fun, ease, no pressure, no more is more. So what I realized was, as my YouTube channel is growing, what I realized was, in the beginning, I used to think if I make lots and lots and lots of YouTube videos, then my channel will grow faster. Makes sense, isn't it? If I make lots of them, more people will watch it, it will grow faster. But what I didn't realize in the beginning, which I really understand and embody now, that it's not how many, it's how does it make other people feel. So one video can have that wow, like, this is so good. So what if less is more? Why is it that one singer sings a song and it goes viral? They're not singing 20 million songs so that the more songs they make, the more successful they get. That's not how it works. So when we come from the place of pleasure and joy and be in the present and considering our life as a piece of art, not from the place of pain, suffering, hard work. And how do we know when we are crossing the line between being in the zone and hustling? Our body tells us it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. So less is more. Less is more. One thing that you can do, I love this when Wallace D. Wattles says in the book Science of Getting Rich, that people think in order to go for big goals or huge goals, you have to work equally harder. No, it's about doing things in a certain way. You might actually be taking the same actions versus small goals, or same quantity of actions. What is the difference? It's the frequency. It's the zone. This one thing can just be all. Less is more. And when we start to cross the line and go in the hustle, we lose our magic. We lose the thing that actually gives the infinite receiving power. We lose the thing when it's like, the way life works is being and doing. And we be that version, and then we do less. We do what feels really inspiring and aligned and what really connects with our soul. But when we are not focusing on being, then we are so focused on doing because we have to fill the gap. And doing is limited. How much can you do? How many hours have you got in a day? So when you buy, let's think of this. When you're buying something, what are the brands we love buying? We love buying those brands who have a character, who feel really good. Like if you go to like Chanel store, Gucci store, are they hustling hard for us to buy? Are they begging us to buy? Are they creating so many bonuses and so many things for us to buy? No. They're in the zone. They're creating magic. In fact, I don't know if you've heard of like Hermes, like when you want to buy their purses, you go there and you have to sell yourself that you're worthy of their purses. And their purses start with like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. And if they reject you, you cannot buy their purse. And they choose what purse they will give you. So you cannot go to the shop and choose your purse. They choose it, what purse they think you should get. And you have to sell yourself, like, please give me the purse. And they might just reject you and say, no, we don't want to give it to you. Sorry. Literally, you read about this, their marketing, and people go crazy over their purses. That they're the top brand in luxury. Why? Because they don't chase, they don't suffer, they don't hustle. They are in the zone. They know what a freaking deal they are. Is their quality good? Yes. But how many other brands have a great quality? Lots of them. They're not like making some out of the world things. They are making from the same things other brands are making. It's just how they see themselves. It's what's their vibe, what's their belief system. So when you enter a room, no matter where you go, before you even open your mouth or before you even say anything, you are communicating your vibe. Your energy is screaming at other people, whether they should buy or not, whether they should do business with you or not, whether they should invest in you or not, anything, whether it's relationship or anything. You are literally going with this toroidian field, electromagnetic field around you, where people are picking it up, like with their intuition. They can't even tell you what they're picking up. They're picking it up. So when we see somebody hustling hard, it means there is a gap in the being. What does Apple do? Like when they launch something, people are queuing up from midnight. Why? Why aren't they giving like 1,000 incentives and reducing their price and begging you to buy and like coming at your door and throwing flyers and stuff? Why not? So all successful brands and products, they have embodied that. It's about who you are, what belief system you're operating with. Like, I hold this vision for me that I don't want to go and tell people like, you will get this when you work with me, you will get this. It's more like, I would love for them to just know that I'm the right person for them. It's like they have this yes, like inner yes, like yes, this is for me. Like, I think 2 days ago, like somebody said to me, like, in all your videos, I feel like you're talking to me and I'm so connected with you and I want to work with you. So the reason that I'm sharing this with you is not because I have figured this out, but I really focus on that. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm just done with this paradigm, hustling and hard work. Like I know it's not going to take me further. I know where I'm going, because if we just saying more work is more, then how much more work are you going to do? If you want to manifest millions, and if you want to manifest multi-millions, and if you want to manifest billions, how much work are you going to do? How much are you going to kill yourself? This paradigm will not take you where you're going. We have to put it down. What if your energy is like that it does all the work? What if whatever way you try, whatever way you invest your money, or whatever way you create an income source, or whatever you do, whatever offer you create in the market, it just sells because of who you are. And it's not even a matter of what you're doing, because it's who you are who's doing that. So if I ask Oprah Winfrey to do a webinar, what are the chances that people will buy? Why? Is she the greatest marketeer on the planet? Or is it who she is? Is it like when you see her energy, you're like, oh my God, who is this person? And you're, oh yeah, she's... Like I watch her a lot because I'm embodying, I'm not copying her, but she's in my self-concept script as one of the person I want to embody, right? So even my daughter, like she's 8 years old, she's like, who is that? Who's that, mom? Because she stands out, like her energy is screaming. Her belief, her conviction, her knowing is screaming. So what are we scared of? Why are we not allowing ourselves to just fully be who we are and just own it and just claim it, like knowing that all the desires we have is to become who we are, and infinite amount of money is the match for us, and we don't need to hustle. We just need to claim it. We just need to get in that zone. So the way I really work on these things is I really connect with the emotions. People have changed their features. People have changed their hair. People have changed their internal, their external, their confidence. You name it. People have cured cancer. People have done everything with this. When you emotionally connect with it, you cannot help but be it. So I really connect with it. Like every day, it's like, what do I feel embodying more? The way I do it is I choose a lot of songs because, like when you're driving or or I listen to my script on repeat, and it's so powerful. When you write your script, put it in your headphones and go to sleep, and you see the power. Put it on auto, like repeat. Or listen to that songs that bring that feeling. Because we want to be so magnetic and so charismatic that we don't even need to say anything. And people are like, yes, you. Because we connect way before the words. We connect way before anything. The energy. They are picking it up, and we are constantly giving that energy. And the universe or God is showing us the reflection. This is so subtle and so natural that it doesn't even feel like it's happening in a crazy way, but whatever you are at that point, your life is a match for that. Every part of your life. So what if you become that version of you who is a match for money? Like the way you breathe, you just attract money. So natural. It's like how would it feel when you're receiving payment notifications all the time? How would it feel when no matter what you're doing, money is coming? How would it feel when you're on a holiday, sipping your favorite cocktail, and you just see like payments notification and just smiling? That requires a certain identity. It doesn't require hard work. That requires acceptance of that identity. That requires seeing money differently. That requires like realizing that everybody else is doing the opposite. I'm doing the opposite. It's okay. It's fine. I literally feel like when I go out, I feel like everybody's programmed, like they're just brainwashed into this matrix. And we have woken up. And we want to experience a different reality now. Enough is enough. Enough of this hustle and sacrifice and grinding. And don't talk to people who don't agree with you. That's the worst thing you can do. Don't try to seek validation and tell other people, you know what? I've just learned this thing and I'm going to do that. And then somebody will tell you, that's a lie. They're just showing you dreams. That doesn't work. No. Talk to those people who are doing what you're doing. Talk to those people who are living that. Talk to those people who are receiving money, who are receiving love. Because the other thing is, if you don't allow yourself to receive, that is literally coming from, I'm not worthy. You're just blocking what is already there. So it's not that you're doing anything good, or it's not that you will have like God or universe likes you more, or people will like you. You're just blocking something. What's the point? It's just a habit. Create wealth consciousness habit. Choose those identities and your mind will filter out all the opportunities and show it to you. Choose that identity. See money differently. Understand money. Money is a spiritual idea. And when you fuse with the idea that you receive money no matter what, you receive money by being, not even by doing. We are not human doing. We are human being. That's when things are changing. That's when things change. Start to see yourself different. Start to have different feelings about money. Have different consciousness. See where am I feeling guilty for wanting that? Where am I feeling like something is pulling me? What I always felt, that there was a ceiling. It's like I'm trying to break it and it's not letting me break it. It's like it's there. I'm trying to, the more I try, the more like I contrast I see, and the more I hit obstacles. Don't need to break it. Just see yourself differently. When we talk about money magnet, like this is so overused term, but what does it mean? Like money comes to you no matter where you are, what you're doing, how you're living, it just comes. Why do you need to be there? Why do you need to hustle? Why do you need to work for it? So in your script, as you're writing your script, please spend a lot of time on your money identity. How would you love to receive money? How? What experience? You can be a multi-millionaire and work 10 hours a day. I don't want that. You can be a multi-millionaire and have a lot of pressure. Like money is literally a spiritual idea. When you start to see yourself differently, money just flows. Like so many times I've seen this and I've experimented with this, that my human has so many arguments. How is gonna come? What will happen? Who will bring it? I cannot see any way. And then when I take on the identity, it just flows. And I ask myself, like, am I crazy? Like, why was I making all this nonsense? So money is a spiritual idea. It's the most interesting thing on the planet, because it's like one note with a different color has different meaning, and the other note has different meaning. Because it's a spiritual idea. It's about what you're seeing it, how you connect with it, what identity you take, and then you attract the opportunities. Can you look into invest into a property? Can you find somebody who can invest into a property with you? Can you use somebody's money to invest into a property? Like there are so many ways to attract money. The only reason when somebody struggles is because they are not the same identity. Otherwise, there is no other reason. So if you find yourself like, I don't know what to do, no, you're saying, I don't know who to be. That's what you're saying. You're not saying, I don't know what to do. Because you know, your mind knows. That's the whole point. Your mind knows. You just don't know who to be. We were never meant to have any problems with money. Let's just reject that idea. We are not available for any lack. Like, I'm lack is a lie, and I'm just not available. Like, I think it's a bunch of like lies that we are told. I'm not available. And that's how I intentionally create money, because I put all my focus and attention on abundance and creation. I don't care about lack. Like, it doesn't exist. It's illusion. Doesn't exist. There is no such thing as lack. How was lack created? Like, you see unlimited trees, unlimited plants, unlimited everything, all the things you can think of. Like, there's so much abundance. Like today I went to take my daughter to her hospital appointment, and the machine that they have, oh my God, it was like a huge donut. And the way that machine worked, I was like, oh my God, how can we think of lack? Like, where this world is going and how people are creating things. But those people are only like 5%, because everybody else is focused on lack. And those people are like, what more? What more? Because the beauty of this is, when you get rich, the whole world benefits. When you get rich, poor people benefit. If you really feel for poor people and you feel guilty, please get rich so you can help them. You cannot help them by not being rich. So even if you feel like, oh, I shouldn't do that, that's wrong. No, it's wrong not to be rich. It's your moral responsibility. For them, for you, for your family, for your generations, for everybody, because there was no such thing as lack. Darkness only happens when there is no light, when darkness doesn't exist by itself. So let's take on the identity that you call, wherever I call money, it comes. Money listens to me, follows me. You are not following it, it's following you. What experience would you like to have with money? Write it in your script. How would you like to manifest it? What kind of experiences? Would you like to just travel all the time and just keep getting notification because you don't need to be there to create value? Let's separate ourselves from all the drama. You don't need to be anywhere. You can be sleeping and people are massively benefiting from the things you create. Okay? So what relationship you have with money and how would you love to attract it? By being in your zone, in your magic. The moment you go and cross the hustle line, you've just lost the whole point. If Taylor Swift starts saying, I will work really hard and I'll create so many songs, she'll just lose her magic. People would stop liking her songs. Because the thing that comes is when you really see you and step into who you are. Not when you go and work hard mode. So when I started doing this with my YouTube videos, I was like, I'm going to create one video, but I'm going to give it all. I'm going to create a masterpiece. I'm going to really be in the spirit of the video. So anytime you're in the spirit of anything, but what do we mean by spirit? Spirit means when you're you're literally, your frequency and your feeling is so you're in the zone. You're just feeling euphoric with the feeling, you're yes, I love this. It's coming from my heart. You will attract all the universal forces to make it a huge success, make it a masterpiece. But when you're doing from the place, I need to do 20 videos because I do more and then more people see it. 20 low quality, lack of spirit things won't have any impact. So whatever you do with all your heart, all your love, all your joy, all your desire. And for that, you need to be that. Less is more because you have your magic.